I get asked all the time, what is a real estate matchmaker and how did I get into real estate? So I wanted to just take a minute and tell you a little bit about that. First, I wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. I am an Oklahoma native, born and raised. I went to OU, had a couple of kids along the way that are now 17 and one will be 24 next week, which I know is crazy. I've been in the real estate industry for 12 plus years now. Before real estate, I was a sales director with Mary Kay for about 8 years or so when my kids were little. But I made the transition to real estate just because I was looking for something different. And at the time, my brother and my dad were home builders, and take that and then my love of interior design and just loving to look at the inside of people's homes, I thought, why not get my real estate license and see where this goes? So I did that about 12 plus years ago, and I've done a lot of different type of real estate along the way. I've worked with a lot of buyers. I worked with a lot of sellers. I've worked with a lot of realtors, and I've been able to build a rental portfolio over the years, which has been awesome. I have flipped homes. I have worked with first-time home buyers and then buyers in the luxury market. So just kind of all over the map, all things real estate. And so throughout the years, I just had kind of noticed a need for, a lot of times buyers and sellers don't get connected with the right realtor based on their needs. And so I've transitioned that into what I'm doing now, which is why I'm calling it the matchmaker of real estate, because I connect buyers and sellers with a realtor that's best going to fit their needs. So why is that important? Why should you even care? Well, because not every realtor is the same. And unless you've been on the other side and you kind of see how it all works behind the scenes, you wouldn't know that as a buyer or seller. So a lot of realtors have niches, so to speak. So they're really good in certain areas or even a certain type of real estate. So that's where I come in to help connect you with the realtor that's going to best fit your needs based on what you're looking for, what you're trying to do, and really even your current situation, because all of that sort of, comes into play. As far as realtors go, I always say you want someone that has experience, that knows what they're doing, and then obviously has a level of expertise on the type of real estate that they're doing as well. That's always really important. And then also the area. So certain realtors do really well in certain areas, and you may or may not know that, but they just do. And you could ask me on a particular area and I'm going to be able to tell you who I would use if I was buying or selling a home in that area. Another thing that I look at with realtors, are they a pro at overcoming obstacles? Because we all know, if we've ever bought or sold real estate, that there is something that always comes up, and it could be one thing, it could be multiple things, but you need a realtor that's really good at overcoming obstacles and getting your deal closed. So that's huge. Another thing is just their connection to lenders. Different lenders offer different programs that's going to be special to you as a buyer. So just getting you connected with the right people is super important. And then also just, certain realtors have access to off-market deals, that there's things out there you haven't even seen. To me, that's critical too. Another thing is just the marketing. I'll tell you right now, I am with Weston, Maine, and the reason I made the switch over there is because their marketing just really stood out to me. It was beautiful, honestly, and they stood out compared to a lot of other brokerages in our area. So I think marketing is huge and it's important and something that you need to consider when choosing a realtor. So at the end of the day, I want to connect buyers and sellers with a realtor that's best going to fit their needs. And that's at no cost to you. And also, we pretty much can go anywhere. So if you're in a specific area, you don't have to just be in Oklahoma. You can shoot me a DM and I can vet those realtors for you in your area so that you have a good experience and that you get your deals closed.